What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about 5 killer features to hopefully make an appearance in Grand Theft Auto 6 to make it better than GTA 5. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that is how it works. You make a spicy game, you gotta make the next game a little bit more spicy, alright? So we're going to be talking about the 5 awesome features to make our gameplay experience a whole lot more cooler. But before I do continue into the video, I want to know what your favorite all-time Grand Theft Auto game is. So get in the comment section below and let me know. Mine personally is GTA San Andreas, and then like second would probably be Vice City, but all-time by far by a long shot is San Andreas. So let me know yours in the comment section below, and also if you have an idea maybe on something you would think would make a cool little feature in GTA 6, I guess, then drop that in the comment section below as well. But kicking it off with the first idea, it is about purchasing properties in the game. Now, I know a lot of people, including myself, were super upset when we saw this wasn't going to be in GTA 5. Like, even though it wasn't in GTA 4 technically, I thought it was just going to be in GTA 5, simply going off like the whole, you know, like information that were coming out at the time about it similar like to San Andreas. I mean, it's technically like a remastered San Andreas. That's what people were originally like describing the game as, of course, way before it came out. So just going with that in mindset, like I always thought, oh, like they're gonna bring some more cool features that we had in San Andreas into GTA 5, but at the same time that we missed in GTA 4. So this is gonna be super cool. But when I figured we couldn't buy properties in the game, I was super upset because I feel like it had so much like potential to do like awesome shit with your money, even though you can still get like pointless stuff as far as vehicles go, weapons and clothing and all that sort of stuff. I think buying houses in the game would definitely be a whole lot more cooler because, again, it's adding value to the money. And it was like loads of times as well where your garage just simply wasn't big enough, like at all, and especially when it came down to Trevor, like that dude, I just felt sorry for him. Like, there was nowhere to store your vehicles for that guy, but it was more or less like, what, a 2-car garage pretty much, and that was really it, and it really sucked. So buying bigger houses in the game for more room and whatnot would definitely make a nice little touch in GTA 6. And of course, going off the rumor that it might be set in Vice City, hopefully, I'd personally like to see that, because of course that is going to be in Miami. I just feel like there'd be like so many awesome properties you can buy, but that is probably one of the most requested, I know, like ideas for the game that is just so like in demand, I guess you could say. Now, moving on to the next one, it is about job roles. So like, if you remember, again, going back to GTA San Andreas, even GTA 4, like essentially you can take job roles on. Like, if you wanted to be an ambulance, you can do that. If you wanted to be like an undercover police officer, you can do that. Even though it wasn't really undercover, you know what I mean? Like, you can still go ahead and hunt people down. And even though they were like very selective, like you could be like a cab driver, for example, in GTA 5, like it still wasn't really fun. I guess it was just missing like the whole like big area of just a whole load of fun, really. Like being, you know, well, going vigilant, you know, being a police officer, all that sort of stuff. Like, I'm not even talking about like fully changing clothing and all that sort of stuff, but considering, again, that was an option in GTA 5 where I think it was Michael, right? You can dress up as like the Blaine County, if I'm not mistaken, like the officers there, the sheriffs, if you will, and the ones on the motorbike. Like, again, I thought like that would have just been like an opportunity to do some role playing, but it pretty much wasn't there, and that really sucked. So I definitely like to see job roles and just role playing, I guess, some more facilities in GTA 6, because I think it's a nice sort of feature, and it's something that GTA 5 missed that could have made the gameplay more fun. Because people that don't like online, I mean, even though it's not a feature online, but just people that genuinely don't play online as a whole, like, I'm one of those people, to be completely honest with you. So eventually single player gets a little bit dry, but that's just my opinion anyway, of course. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think on that. Now, the next idea is a little cheesy one, but I thought I may as well just throw it in the video like right about now, and it is about buying yourself pets in the game. Now, of course, Franklin had Chop, right? Now, how cool would it have been, considering that there were more different, well, I guess like more breeds of dogs, if you will, as a whole in the game? I thought it would have been really cool if you had the option to have not only maybe more than one pet, but just simply like a different breed of a dog, really. Considering like there was quite a lot of in-depth stuff with the pets. Like Chop, again, you could download an app on your iPhone, I think it was, for you to actually train him, and you can like get him to sniff out weapons, I think it was, and just do like a whole bunch of cool shit. I thought it would be nice to maybe switch over dogs, you know, like you kind of keep your main dog, you could just duplicate it to a different one, or you simply lose the main one. I don't really know how it would work, but hey, we don't even know if there's gonna be like pets in GTA 6, that's another one. But if there is, variety is definitely essential. That's just my personal opinion. You can have like the deadliest dog, right, and just train it to be an absolute monster. That would just be hella cool, man. I'd love to see that. Now, the next idea is about the map size / interiors in like shops and houses and whatnot. So it's two ideas merged into one. Now, first of all, the map size, okay? We know GTA 5's map was absolutely huge, and I don't know the exact dimensions sort of off the top of my mind, but I will pop an image on screen for you with like the dimensions and whatnot. Now, even though it wasn't the biggest map in like any video game, because for example Just Cause's map, well Just Cause 3 to be specific, that map made GTA 5's map look like a little child, right? Like I've always said that, but the difference is GTA 5's map of course felt a whole lot bigger than it actually was compared to Just Cause, simply due to like the density of the map and like just how detailed it was. So there's two ways we can go about this, right? Grand Theft Auto 6's map could essentially be the same size as GTA 5, if not the same size, maybe a tad bit bigger, but nothing like huge, okay? And the reason I say this is, of course, you don't want to have like a ridiculously big map. For example, like I wouldn't want the map in GTA 6 to be the same size as Just Cause 3's map, simply because it's like, even though it's the same genre of game, it's like what you can do in both games are completely different. Like the Grand Theft Auto series is essentially based on like a you know, a reality sort of thing in a way. Like it's just a normal dude, not really a normal dude, but you know what I mean. Like you're just a person, right, roaming around doing whatever you like, and that is pretty much like just real life stuff, right? Obviously, like, you don't do half the things that you do in GTA, but you get what I mean, alright? Whereas Just Cause 3, like, you just do a whole bunch of crazy shit. It's full of explosions, flying around, and whatnot. So that being said, like, the detailedness of that map doesn't really need to be as, like, detailed, I guess, like if I can even describe it like that. Whereas with the GTA series, their attention to detail is just like they try and get as realistic as they can. So if the map was like the same size as the Just Cause 3 map, it would be really like, I guess, astonishing. Like, and it would just take a long ass time to travel around, but it probably wouldn't do well with like memory and all that sort of stuff, simply because the attention to detail would just be way too, like, I guess, high, really. That's the only way to describe it. But I like to see a little bit bigger of a map. Apparently rumors were going around that it's gonna be like the size of the entire US, which I call bullshit, but like, you never know with Rockstar, you genuinely never know. But map size for me is not really important, but I'd like to see a reasonably sized map, and this merges onto my second idea, where if it's the same size as GTA 5, I would definitely like to see a whole lot more interiors, because that game lacked in it. Like, you only have like selected shops and of course your houses and whatnot, but like other than that, there wasn't really any interiors. Where if you want to go back to like a game such as San Andreas, I know like the graphics and whatnot, whole like different memory levels and whatnot, but like the interiors in that game, they was just like never ending. Like you can go anywhere and everywhere, and it really did add like a little different sector to the gameplay experience that everyone had, and I personally really liked it. And considering now like what you can do on consoles and even like the PC, right, without mods like coming from the developers themselves, like it's absolutely insane. So I know interiors, like more interiors anyway, to say the least, is definitely doable, but it all falls down under like, I guess, memory and whatnot. So that's maybe why it wasn't in GTA 5, simply because like consoles wouldn't be able to handle it. But who the heck knows, man? I don't work for Rockstar, so I have no idea. But overall, more interiors across all fields is definitely a yes. I like that idea. I really want that in the game. Now, moving on to my last idea, and again, this is another one that is still a myth till this day in GTA 5, but it is about the jetpack in the game. Now, going back, I know I've mentioned this game so many times in this video, but GTA San Andreas, right? I always compare so many things to that game simply because, like I said at the beginning of the video, it's still up to date. Personally, is my favorite GTA game simply because of all the crazy shit and like options you have in that game. But jetpacks and old school Easter eggs, I guess you could say. It's some little wacky, I guess, like objects in the game that would just make it a whole lot more fun. Like jetpacks was like just like really random, right? But it was super fun when you got your hands in it. First of all, I would love a jetpack in GTA 6. Secondly, if not, just like add some like variety to like random, not Easter eggs, but like objects, like I said a second ago, on things that will make the game a whole lot more fun. And again, I'm gonna go back to Just Cause because I feel like it's a game that does well with random objects in the game. But like, you know, you got like your teleportation, Easter egg, and maybe if you don't know, basically you can teleport to places like there's like this little mythical sort of area, I guess you could say. Then you got like this gun that makes people's head like massive, and essentially it's like a balloon because when they die, they just go floating in the air. I mean, they don't even have to be dead. You just gotta knock them a bit and they'll just go flying away like a balloon. So that's like a little random object in a game that makes the gameplay experience a whole lot more fun. And I think the Grand Theft Auto series does do well with this. Usually it done well with it in GTA San Andreas. There's not really any other game because I felt like they got a bit more too realistic, if that makes sense. I don't really know. I mean, everyone's gonna have different opinions on that sort of stuff, but yeah, you get what I mean in a nutshell, alright? But that said, guys, that is gonna wrap up this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. Let me know some of the ideas that you would like to see in Grand Theft Auto 6, and maybe you like my ideas. Let me know if you do. Drop your thoughts and whatnot in the comment section below. But like I said, that is gonna wrap up the video, so I hope you guys have yourselves a ridiculously awesome day. Subscribe for more awesome content if you haven't already. But until the next one, adios amigos.